What's up guys, it's Vex here. Today I'm going to show you, in my opinion, the best budget loadout in the game. This loadout consists of the VSS as the main centerpiece, and it's going to be basically this one staple in all of the loadouts that will stay the same. I'm also going to be using the 6P3TM and a penis helmet. This is the SSH-68 helmet. I like to call it the penis helmet. But I'll show you how to mod the VSS today to get it to a higher ergo and a lower vertical recoil, although it already has incredibly low recoil. And I'll show you different variations of this build depending on what your budget is. Now, this loadout can be used for all levels, and you will win fights if you use this loadout. I guarantee you, if you put a few shots on target, you will win fights, and all you need is, say, 100k, 120k for a loadout, and you're set. Now, I'll just demonstrate after I modded this. This is lightly modded. You could go much further with this. The recoil on this. There isn't any recoil on this weapon. The VSS is basically like a Val, but a little worse in terms of ergo, recoil, and mostly for me, looks. The VSS is going for about 55k in the flea right now, and that's incredibly low. Not saying that you have to mod the weapon with about 30k if you want it to one of the best setups in the game. But I'll show you how to mod this real quick. All you're going to need for the VSS is the VSS itself, a OPK7 dovetail mount, RP1 charge handle, shift foregrip, and a TAWS mount. That is all you need to mod this. Now if you look, if you filter by item, 7k from Jaeger level 3. That's incredibly cheap. 18k from Skier, and the shift grip's about 20k. So the gun overall, with this setup, which you don't have to do, is under 100k. And this is the most expensive part of the build. The ammo on this gun as well is incredibly cheap. We're going to be using SP5 in this loadout. But if you want, and you want to take this cheaper, you could easily just take the foregrow off, and there you have like a 70k gun that will fucking shred still. The only problem with this, it's got a little more kick and a little less ergo, but it still gets the job done. We're gonna be using SP5. I know SP5 just doesn't like seem to be the best ammo. It's got like what 30 some pen. It doesn't seem crazy. The thing about SP5 is there's something about it that just makes it incredibly strong and gives it the ability to pen incredibly high tier armors. I've killed full protection Gen 4s with 3 or 4 bullets, and their armor does nothing. It's like their armor doesn't exist. It goes through Gen 4 like butter. SP5 is also 120 per round. I'm looking at the charts on the flea market right now. 120 for SP5 right now. That is ridiculous. There's no other ammo in the game that will do this much damage to a PMC for so cheap. You don't even have to worry about putting this in your container when you're using it because it's so cheap. You don't care about losing it. But besides the VSS, we're running the 6P3TM, the SSH-68 helmet, and this is the most budget run you could do. I would run this on, say, factory, customs. You could do labs if you want. For me, when I run labs, I'll show you the other variation of this build. I like to run the VSS just the way it is with the shift grip and the OPK7. I'll run an AVS as well, so I can run a few more mags, have a whole little more extra ammo, and I'll load 1 or 2 mags of SP6 just for some early game PvP, so I can kill them in, say, instead of 4 or 5 bullets, maybe 3 to 4 on target. Now, you do have to hit those shots, which, if you land the first shot with the VSS, you're probably going to land the other ones because of its fire rate, which is insane. So all you really got to do is just point and click. It's that simple. This gun has no recoil. So overall, if you're running the stock build, which I suggested, this is going to cost you, from Ragman, I can show you right now, you just go to Ragman, scroll down, buy 17k helmet, you probably get one cheaper on the flea, and a 50k rig, as well as the VSS. So you're spending about 120-ish k at the highest on a loadout, and you can easily improve on this. This gun, you can run all the way up to, like, I could be running, say, like if I wanted to run with this, I could run, say, a kill armor and maybe an airframe, and this gun would still be just as viable and get the job done as just as well. I don't know why the VSS is so strong. I think it has to do with the ammo being so good, but it doesn't make sense. There's no other reason to run another gun if you want to go cheap. Say like an M4 and MP7. This is so much cheaper and it will do so much better job, especially on maps like Factory. I highly recommend doing this build. It's insane. Like, I'm going to upload a compilation clip of why the VSS is so OP in my next video, but I will show you some clips about it if you don't believe me. But I recommend trying it out, and even if you don't like it, I hope you found this video helpful, at least, and maybe teaches you a little bit more about the VSS and why it's so strong. I will say the one thing about the VSS that's not good is the range. Because it has such a low muzzle velocity of 295 meters per second, and the bullet velocity is of SP5, I can't remember off the top of my head, 290, anything past, say, 60, 70 meters, you're gonna notice a little bit of drop. Now, it really doesn't matter until you hit about that 70, 80, and like 90 meters. But after that, you're gonna have to start tapping and maybe aim a little bit above them. But if you're aiming on their head, you're probably going to kill them anyways, just because the bullet drop is so little at that range. But anything past 100 meters, you're definitely gonna have to compensate quite a bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was educational. Sorry, I'm new to YouTube and creating videos. I hope you guys found this entertaining, or at least helpful, because it'd make my day if it if it makes helps someone out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.